Oh, excuse me, sir. This is Rex. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Hi guys. Alright, so for our project today, we are going to make a raccoon. This raccoon can be made using shapes and also our handprints. I'm going to do it one way, but there are several workarounds that if you want to do this at home but you don't have all the supplies, you can finagle it and do it your own way. So for my part, I have white paper, I have crayons, I have some black paint and yellow paintbrush, scissors, and oh, my glue, hold on. Oh, sorry. And glue. All right. Now, workarounds for this, if you don't have black paint, that is okay. You can also use crayons or markers. And then the same thing with the crayons. If you don't have crayons, you can use markers, you can use colored pencils. You do what you need to do. But to start, I'm going to get a white piece of paper. Now, if you have construction paper that happens to be gray and black, then you won't need anything to color with anyway. But again, you do what you need to do. All right. So I have my white paper here, and to start, now mine's going to look a little different when it's done because our handprints are going to be a big part of this, and my hands are a lot bigger than yours, but I still think it's going to be really fun. So first things first, to start our raccoon, we are going to need kind of an oval shape. So I'm going to draw an oval that I will cut out later. I'll go ahead and I will, it's kind of a gray oval. That'll work. Okay, so I get this gray oval. I don't know if you can see it, but I have that. And then you're going to need some other shapes as well. You are going to need 2 triangles. Triangles that have 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. I know that's a little difficult to see right now, but it'll get easier the more we go on to see in the camera. And then we're going to need another shape, and that shape is going to be a circle, but a small circle. So I'm just going to, there, small circle. Okay, now, if you're doing this on white paper like I am, the easiest thing to do is going to be to color it first and then cut. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to color the big oval gray. So I'm going to get started on that. Color gray. You know what I was thinking about when I was coming down here to record this? Whenever I was in, I don't suppose it would have been considered what would be junior high yet, but whenever I went to school and I was in 6th grade? 6th grade. No, it might have been 7th grade. Okay. Well, anyway, when I was in school, I had a science teacher, and her name, well, maybe I shouldn't say what her name was, but anyway, I had a science teacher. And that science teacher taught at the little Christian school that I went to as I was growing up. And she had a son that was in my grade. But this particular son had actually been homeschooled up until, I don't know, maybe the year before she started teaching. I'm a little fuzzy on the timeline. I was a child. I don't really remember that long ago very specifically. But I do remember that I was friends with her son. And he had a birthday party. And I went to his house. It was a swimming party. It was really fun. And I remember whenever they were showing us around their house, they had a whole classroom set up in their basement. Very similar to what you would find in our classroom at school. It had maps, and it had charts, and it had a desk there for him to use, because that was a setup that she had when she was homeschooling him. And I just thought that that was interesting at the time, and now being down here doing projects with you guys, even though my setup is not nearly as elaborate as her setup was, I do think about that, and it was just an interesting thing to remember after all these years. But all right, so I have that colored. Now you're also going to need to color your ears. I'm going to color them gray as well. Those are the triangles, and you can do a little pink on the inside if you want. For the inside of the ears, it's totally up to you. Use your creativity and do what you feel. Yeah. Okay. I am going to actually put a little bit of pink in the middle of my ears just because I think it'll be cute. Oh, I like that shade of pink. What color is this? Salmon. I mean, is there a pink that Miss Flame doesn't like is the real question, but this is particularly pretty. Okay. And then lastly, you still have one small circle left, and you're going to color that black. So I'm going to get on that really fast and color it black. My black is really down in there because it's been used so much. There it is. It is. Okay, awesome. All right. So you could go ahead and cut these out now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the handprints next because I'm going to use paint for mine, and those are going to have to dry a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my hands black and make handprints, and when they're dry, I'm going to cut out those handprints. If you don't have paint, perfectly fine. You can trace them with a marker or a pencil or a crayon, and then you can color them in as well. That is just as good. I just kind of wanted to see if this would work with the type of paint that I have here, which is acrylic, you know. So we're going to see if it works. Whoa, I'm getting messy. And if it doesn't, well then, you know, I have learned something. I have been having a good time painting in my free time. That's been interesting. I haven't painted, like really acrylic painted since high school, so that's been fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and get, well, there it is, yep. And I gotta do this kind of quickly because this kind of paint dries a little faster than the paint we use at school, but see if I can get this taken care of. Whoop. Is it strange that it's been so long since I've painted my hand, and I used to do this fairly regularly, that I feel almost nostalgic? It's only been, what, a month? Calm down, Miss Clayton. You don't need to be nostalgic over something you haven't done in a month. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just, whoop. I'm going to press that down really good. I'm actually going to stand up to do that. And hopefully that works. Oh, it's stuck to me. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so this paint is not particularly made for this, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of paint to mine, kind of supplement. That's another thing you could do, like if you have watercolors at home, you can always, you know, trace your hand and then paint it. You do what works for you. This is about fun. This isn't about following an exact procedure. Man, my thumb looks weird on that. What am I doing with this? Oh my goodness. Okay, almost done. Yeah, okay, so that's my hand. Wonder if I could, Really what I should do is I should be using 2 different hands for this, but then I have to wash my, you know what, we're going for it. We're gonna make a big mess. I'll wash my hands later. Okay, so just get that there. All right, now it's time to paint the other hand. Let's do it. There we go. This is so fun. Okay, that's just... Come on, hands. Alright, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. I might have to add a little paint again whenever it's done, but I'm just going to go ahead and boop. Alright, handprint. Okay. Can I get it off? Yeah, alright, that's actually better than the last time. Let's see. I'll go ahead and I will... Okay. 2-minute break. Please talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm going to go wash these. I'm back. And my hands are clean. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to supplement the paint on this handprint a little bit. Just because I have extra paint, why not, you know? Make it a little bit darker. Connect some of those lines. Almost done. And then the thumb. Just kind of slide that over there. Okay, awesome. Alright, so that's going to dry. While that is drying, I'm going to cut out my oval, my circle, and my 2 triangles. So I'm going to get started on that. Scissors, we're going to put our thumbs up, thumb in the little hole, the rest of the fingers in the big hole, alligator mouth. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to separate mine here first from the paint so that way that can keep drying. All right. Now remember, when you're cutting, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your best is always good enough. Not all raccoons look the same anyway. What you doing, son? He's fine. Okay. Alright, I have a little circle. Overtime. What are you doing? My cat is being very silly. Yes, I'm talking about you. So we actually had a raccoon at our house. I mean, I guess it was last spring, so it's been a while ago now. But and he lived under our sunroom, under the floor. I guess we just moved in last year. I guess there was a way that he could get down there, and there was insulation, and it was warm, and that's just kind of where he chilled. And at night, if we were in the sunroom, we could hear him from underneath the floor snoring. It was actually really cute. He has since moved on, but I still think about him fairly often. But I just remember whenever we first heard him snore, I was like, what is that sound? All right, extra paper that I can recycle later. All right. So now it's time, I'm going to let those dry some more, to start gluing. So we're going to glue our ears to the top of our oval. Our triangles are going to go on top of our oval. And again, if you don't have glue, you can use tape. You use what you have. We make it work. There's one. There's two. Okay. Got the 2 ears. Now, I'm going to glue on the nose. Now the nose, I'm going to put right. Aww. It's kind of cute already. Okay, so there's that. Now you're going to cut out your hands. Are mine dry yet? Mine are not totally dry yet. I don't know how much patience I have, but I'll draw the eyes on first. So I'm going to draw 2 eyes. Oh wait, actually, no, the eyes would go. Yeah, I'm going to draw, wait, how did that go? Do the eyes go on the hands? Do the eyes not go on the hands? I'm trying to remember. They do, they go on the hands. Okay, so I have to cut out the hands first. I have to cut them out. All right. Please wait until your handprints, if you did paint them, are fully dry. Mine are not, but we're going to do as I say and not as I do at this point, because I am bad at video editing and I don't want you to have to sit here for another 10 minutes while my handprints dry. So here we go. Oh, this is somewhat difficult to cut whenever the paint is wet. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to lie. Hi. Okay. Woo. Painty again. Yeah. Okay. Let that sit a little longer. Yes. So I'm not going to put up a front and tell you that cutting wet paint is easy. But if you have painted it, please do wait until it is dry before you cut it. Can I make this work. Let's see. Okay. Now, I know that sometimes cutting out handprints can be difficult anyway, so this might be a part that you need help from a grown-up on, and honestly, if you do, that's totally fine. Our job is always just to try our best first. Right? One more little spot. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, okay. And good. All right, this looks so strange with the way that I did my fingers. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying myself, having a good time here. Okay, next one. Almost. Awesome. Okay. So we got those ready. Only a little bit painty again. That actually looks better than I thought it would. All right. Okay. Good enough. Clean enough. Okay. So now we have our raccoon face, and we're going to add this little mask that's going to be made out of our hands. So we're going to put some glue on raccoon oval face, and then we're going to stick our handprints on there, just like so. Aw. Okay. Go. Should be sticky enough. Fantastic. Maybe I'll put a little more glue. There. Oh. There we go. Okay. All right. So if you have googly eyes, this would be a really good time to use googly eyes to put them onto your raccoon face. I don't have googly eyes, so and if my paint is still too wet to like use a marker or something. But what I would do in my case is I would use a different color of paint, or even make some little eyes, which probably is the route I'm going to go just because I don't have my other paints down here with me right now. So I'm just going to make some brown eyes on my raccoon, like so, and then I'll just cut it off. Woo! That'll do it. Alright, now I can glue. It's stuck on there. Alright, one eye and two eyes. Alright, and now if you want to add a little mouth, you can. And it is done. You have made a raccoon face. I'll bring it closer so you can see it. Ta-da! I hope that you had fun today during project time at home, and I will see you again really soon. Woo!